Thank you for joining me for this healing head-to-toe meditation, a body scan meditation that's going to help you recognize and understand how your body is always speaking to you. It's trying to show you little things that you need to work on. It's trying to tell you about your symptoms, and it's hoping that you will listen. So this meditation is going to get us guided into our own mind, into our heart center, and through the brain, so we can make some shifts and changes in our bodies through our conscious awareness. We're going to use some Reiki energy healing as well, and we're going to learn so much about the interconnectedness between the body and the mind. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. The body is always telling you something. It has something to show you, something to say, and when you tune in and you listen, you can learn so much. So let's go ahead and get started. Rolling our shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall, getting rooted into our sit bones. Find a comfortable position for yourself, whatever it may be. Beginning to relax the body as you focus on your breathing. Inhaling through the lungs, exhaling through the nose or mouth. Inhaling through the lungs, exhaling through the mouth or nose. What did your body just say to you right then and there? Thank you. We'll learn tonight about the breath and how important it is to expand the lungs, begin to purify both mind, body, through our higher self. Here in our meditation, we will connect to our source of being, our higher self, the unconditional love that surrounds all of us in the sacred space that we are creating here together. We are separating the brain and the mind. So think of your brain right now inside of your skull. We often believe that our brain is the creator, but it is our mind that creates. The brain is the physical manifestation. It helps us breathe. It tells our body what to do. But our mind are the thoughts and the feelings and emotions that are in fact separate. Think of your mind as if it were the puppet master and the brain its marionette. And your mind is pulling the strings and telling your brain what you want to create. Through the mind is how we can begin to bring in inner thoughts, feelings, and emotions that allow for a space for us to heal. In this way, we are the creator of the experience rather than the effect of unconscious thoughts and beliefs. Once we are able to separate our brain and our mind, we're able to really look and see and feel and react in a completely different and separate way. So in this meditation, we're going to just separate them, remembering that the brain is physical and the mind is metaphysical. So let's begin at the top of our head. We are going to scan from the top to the bottom, speaking through our mind into our body as we listen with every thought, every feeling, every sensation, as we see it with our physical eyes closed. Our brain sees through the physical eyes, and our mind processes through our metaphysical eye. This is our third eye. It is the pineal gland right between our eyebrows. You can take your finger and place it there to remind yourself that this space between the eyebrows is where the metaphysical mind can begin to see beyond our limitations of the brain and allows us a step towards healing ourselves. Each of us may have different limitations, different beliefs, different systems of energy that we've created through our mind. So as we're going through this body scan, you may find similarities and vast differences. Each of you is going to have your own experience as we move through this, and we'll bring you information about each part of the body that comes up. But listen to your own body. See what's coming to you throughout this meditation scan. There might be information that will come that's just for you, and downloads or whispers in your own ear with a thought that's only for you. So I invite you to really pay attention to the sensations and the thoughts as we go along. So let's go back to the top of our head, where the beginning of creation starts in our crown chakra. This is where we get our psychic downloads, where we get our information, and where, if we are blocking that, we are not letting our mind create for us. Our brain is doing all the work. This is where headaches begin. So right now, if you're beginning to feel the pulse of a headache, it's reminding you that you get to slow down. Enjoy this experience as you connect with your higher self. So take a break. Relax. Everything gets done. Nothing is left behind. You can meet deadlines. You can make dinner. You can truly do it all. You just have to know how to meld the time. And we do that through our mind. We ask to expand time. But when we go into our fight or flight response, when our body kicks in, it makes us think that we're being chased. And then we cannot create and meld that time. So deadlines are looming. When fear kicks in, it's a call for us to bring our nervous system back into alignment. And through the breath and the mind is how we do that. So let's take those deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, and then letting go. In through the nose, and letting go. Time is fluid. I can take all the time I need. I can relax in this moment and let go. The details are handled. I've got all the time I need. The brain is also where we store lots and lots of information and knowledge that we've received from books, memos, television, movies, and social media. When we call on that part of our brain, it may not be what we need to hear in that moment. And that is when we have to switch on our metaphysical mind, turn down our physical brain, and look for the answers within the mind. This will help with headaches, tension, frustration, reminding yourself that true wisdom, true knowledge, comes from the metaphysical parts we can find in the mind. We listen with our intended ears. Now let's move down to our physical eyes, keeping them closed. What are we seeing? When we open our physical eyes, are we truly seeing truth? Or are we seeing illusion, made-up images, thoughts, based on beliefs long held in the collective thinking mind? When those images cause you stress and struggle, your eyes have to adjust. What are you blind to? What are you not seeing? What are you turning away from? What is it you don't want to look at? Your eyes will adjust. And this is when we may need glasses, as our vision gets fuzzy. So truly think about what you are seeing with the eyelids open. And is it possible you could look at it differently? Could you go on a journey of the self, a journey into the mind to find your highest truth? So that you can see life through the vision of Source. See all as perfect, no matter what is happening on this planet. When your eyes are heavy and you're tired, why do you fight keeping them open? Don't read a book. Don't turn the TV on. Don't look at images. Your body is saying, close the eyes, fire up the mind, shut down the brain. And as you do that, begin to talk to yourself. See what's going on inside. Let that heavy feeling go, and you'll see how you'll be able to fall asleep faster when you listen to the mind and not the brain. Let's move on to the ears, our listening device. What do we hear? Are we hearing the beauty of nature, the call of the wild, the whisper of the wind? Or are we hearing the noise of life? Our ears bring in frustration when we cannot drown out those other noises. But your mind has the capability to bring you the sounds of nature. Can you hear the birds chirping, the whispers of the wind, the leaves rustling, the waves of the ocean? You can drown out the noise of the brain through the mind, remembering that you are the puppet master bringing in those different noises. Some have a ringing in the ear and often say something is wrong when they are simply tuning out their inner voice. It's calling, it's beckoning, asking you to receive information and downloads that come through in a high-pitched ring to remind you that Source, spirit guides, or angels are around trying to offer wisdom and insight. When you shut down the brain part that tells you something is wrong, and you light up the mind and the metaphysical parts of you, you'll realize there's a message for you. The answer to a question, information, and downloads coming through. And once you let those in, often that ringing will disappear until the next time you're blocking it out and it reappears. Once you learn to harness the mind, the power of Source, you'll know to listen intently, quickly, efficiently to your higher self. Let's move down to our neck and our shoulders, where we hold tension, the bonds of fear, the burdens of life. What is burdening us in our mind and our brain? Notice here if your shoulders are lifted up towards your ears, and if so, are you able to release them? Can you let them go and bring your shoulders down? Our natural state of being is to release the shoulders, to release those burdens. When we get into a state of fear and upset or frustration, our shoulders begin to creep up as we get out of alignment, creating tension and stress. This is where the mind, the puppet master, gets to come in and help you bring those shoulders down and back into alignment, into that perfect position where you are feeling unburdened, untethered, and free. Moving down into our chest, taking a nice deep breath as we think about the heart and we think about the lungs. Are we breathing in fear and stress? Or are we breathing in peace and love and understanding or compassion? Do we have grief in our heart? Are we feeling pain? Or perhaps we feel the need to cough? Something is misaligned. All of this indicators of what is happening in the brain that's causing you to rewind to a memory, to a belief, to a lack, or to a loss. When we ask our mind to bring us new thoughts, new emotions, new beliefs, we can temper down the lungs, temper the grief, temper the heart by simply letting go, trusting, having faith, and releasing. The power of meditation is that every time we focus on our breath, we are reminding ourselves that we do have the power to release, to purify, and to let go. It is our thoughts that need purification as we breathe. With every inhale, we breathe in faith. And as we let go, we breathe out contempt or fear, rage or frustration. Let's breathe in all of that peaceful, loving energy and just let go of anything that's coming up through the lungs and through the heart. As we inhale and exhale, breathing in and letting go. Coming back down into our lower back, the base of our spine, the root chakra, our home base, our connection into this beautiful Mother Earth. What's happening in our back? Is there stress in our spine? In our vertebrae? Are we leaning one way or the other? Putting all of our energy on one side of our body rather than balancing together? Oftentimes we're locked in a battle between love and fear, leaning and tipping toward one way or the other. But we can stand rooted, placing both feet on the ground, rooting into Mother Earth, standing in our balance. We are supremely guided, supremely connected to our source, and that's how we can stand tall and stand strong. Back pains can come from financial struggles, feeling the pinch of money, often causing pinched nerves within the structure of the spine and the structure of the body. Every time you stand tall, rooting those feet into the ground, working towards faith and trust, back pain can ease. Coming down into our legs and into our feet. If you can place the feet on the ground, root into the soil, into the space that you are in, whether mindfully or physically. Feel the earth beneath you, whether it's a natural material or a man-created material. Put your feet on the floor and remind yourself of your connection to everything. With your brain and your eyes closed, pop open your third eye and now see yourself standing tall, taller than you ever have before, connecting yourself into Source, standing rooted in truth, knowing that you are never alone on this planet. And that abundance is your birthright, available to you at all times when you match your faith and your trust in your belief. It is our brain that tells us we are not enough. It is our brain which reminds us that it's hard to make money, that it's the root of all evil, and that it doesn't grow on trees, when in fact, it is a tree in many parts of the world. It came from the energy of trees. Our metaphysical mind reminds us that money is available to all. It is simply for growing and evolving. When we match trust and belief and let go and allow our mind to be the puppet master, to create that which has already been created in mind, that is how we can let go of our back pain. That tension and fear which causes so much stress in each part of our body can begin to release. Think of your body as if it were a teapot right now, and you have just been filling yourself up with all of this energy waiting to be released. It sits inside your body, and unless you do something to let that energy out, it will continue to boil and bubble over and push out pain. So with our breath, with our expanded lungs, knowing we get to release, let's be the teapot letting off the steam. As you take that deep inhale, see all of this energy leaving your body right now. Letting go of the pain, all of the struggle, and all of the frustration you've been holding on to. Open your hands, open your feet, open your toes, and just see all of that gently leaving your body right now as we let out the steam. Now bring some energy from our source, the light of Source. Start to direct healing energy from the top of your head down into your ears, through your neck, into your shoulders, moving down into your spine, into your legs, and down into your feet. Bringing energy to every part of your body. Each time you do that, you're letting go just a little bit further. Spending time inside the mind, offering yourself wisdom, knowledge, truth, and an energetic release. As we return it back to Source. And remember that anytime something is coming up in the body, it is always a whisper to remind you there's something in your mind that needs to be discussed, witnessed, examined, and released. hope you enjoyed this body scan meditation. And I hope you will return whenever there is pain, both physically, emotionally, or mentally, so you can release. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on this meditation journey. I truly hope that you understand how important it is to purify the thoughts so we can purify the body.